Hello, welcome to your Vinyasa practice. My name is Kathleen. If you haven't practiced with me before, we're going to get started straight away and begin our class in child's pose. So just making our way towards the back of the mat. We bring the toes together, take the knees nice and wide to the edges of the mat, reach the arms overhead, and then just start to settle down onto the elbows. We rest the weight of the head and soften the heart down. So make this comfortable for you. Move about as much as you need so the bones can settle down towards the earth. We release and unlock around the joints. Start to relax and soften the muscles. Then start to pour your attention into the stillness of your body. Gather awareness behind the breath. Feeling into a deep sense of wholeness, of ease, and of peace. Such a clear signal for the body and mind when we begin in the same posture that our practice is about to begin. The breath immediately begins to deepen, smooth out. We draw the attention inwards. Become really sensitive, become really present. Maybe even take a moment to thank yourself for showing up to practice today. Knowing that these next 20, 30 minutes of breath and movement can shift and clear any old stagnant energy in the body, can move us from a really tired state of mind into a more clear and vibrant way of being. Just by slowing down a little, tuning in, breathing fully. Can be the perfect way to begin your day. Can be exactly what you need in the evening. I quite often practice in lunchtime as well, just to break up the day, reconnect. Just take a moment. Let's take a big breath in together. Nice big breath out. You slowly start to lift the body up into tabletop position, but don't move anything. Just move the shoulders over the wrists, and then as you exhale, sit the hips back down towards the heels. Just keep this really slow. Inviting a little bit of movement into the body and just shifting forward and backwards. And then eventually we're going to add on, we're going to make this a little bit bigger. As you inhale, come up. As we exhale, drop the hips down. I'm going to draw the shoulders back, opening chest. And then exhale, sit the hips all the way back, follow the breath out, down. Try that again, inhale, rise. Exhale, strong through the arms, open front body. Draw shoulders back. Following the timing of your breath, inhale. And then exhale out. The inhale spreads the collarbones, lifts the gaze. And then sitting all the way back down. Just one more. Good. Exhale, draw in through the belly. Sit hips to heels. We're going to rock forward just enough to tuck all 10 toes under. And then walking the hands in towards the feet. A wide arm malasana. Use the upper arm bones to widen through the knees. Prop up onto fingertips. Just going to bow the head down. Really spreading and broadening over the upper back. Lengthening and soft through the neck. Get a nice stretch into the groin. Just awakening through the feet. One more. Good, bring the gaze up, walk the hands forward. We're going to walk them all the way up to the top of the mat. Curling the 10 toes under still, lift the knees through plank position, and then we'll exhale to downward facing dog. Keep moving now, wake up the lower half of the body. Pedaling the toes and the heels. Bending the knees nice and deeply so we can stretch into the back of the legs. Good, bring attention into the hands. We want to spread the fingers, planting the weight through the base of the pointer finger and the thumb. So we get really strong through the hands, and that way as we press into the earth, we get this beautiful reach right through to the back of the hips. A little tilt through the pelvis, nice and light through the spine. Start to soak and saturate the whole body with fresh breath, expanding, filling, and then sinking, softening into the pose. One more like that. Okay, we bring the gaze forward, little baby steps will walk us towards the top of the mat. Where the feet land under the hips, we're going to push hands into the shins to halfway lift. So when we halfway lift, we flatten the spine. We draw shoulders back, the crown forward. We're removing that rounding out of the spine by pushing the hips back, bracing the belly. Take a huge breath in, holding here. And then as you exhale, bowing down, wrap hands to calves, just soften through the back of the neck, stay loose through the spine. We'll try that again. Halfway lifting, full of breath, get long. As you exhale, bow down, soften forward. One more. Exhale. I like to just shake the head out, little nod. Just ensuring that the neck isn't still bracing, still holding. Especially in the morning when you're practicing, if you're cold, we do tend to contract and constrict. Good, and then sweep it out. Release the hands down, swing the arms from right to left. Just loosening once again through hamstrings, lumbar spine, opening the sides of the body. And then just allow yourselves to land center. Keeping the hands down, bend the knees nice and deeply. We tuck the chin, draw in through the belly, and very slowly begin to roll up. Just taking your time. Good, lift the gaze, loop the shoulders back and down, maybe a couple of extra circles in the upper body. Rolling out through wrists and ankles. Before we move into Vinyasa flow, we're going to add on Utkatasana at the very top of the mat. Big king cobra curl to replace up dog. So turn the hands forward, plug the feet down, lift up through the chest. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, bring palms to touch. As we exhale, draw hands to heart, sit the hips back. Finding Utkatasana here, 3 big breaths. Dropping hips down, drawing belly in. 2 more. 1 more to start to feel the heat building in the body. As you inhale, reach the heart forward, straighten the legs. And then exhale, hinge from the hips, bow down. We halfway lift. Step back to high push-up position. You might like to rock forward and back, just waking the feet up, charging through the body. Our option through Vinyasa, we can take knees to the earth if you wish. Take a breath in. Bend the elbows, push forward. Exhale all the way down to the belly. So pointing the toes away, we're going to take fingertips wide of the mat, flare the elbows. Big king cobra curl as you inhale, rise. Exhale, roll all the way back down. Hands slide in under the shoulders. Tuck the toes under. You can keep the knees down if you like. We're going to reverse push-up position. Exhale, downward facing dog. So this is going to be our Vinyasa flow, our sun salutations. Surya Namaskara, just to warm the body, to connect the breath and the movement. Take your inhale together. Nice big breath out. Step or float to the top of the mat. We half lift. Bowing down. Inhale, sweeping up and over. Hands to the heart, sit the hips back. Utkatasana, 3 breaths. Keep the chest lifted. Weight in the heels, 1 more. Good. Push the heart forward, straighten the legs. Exhale, fold all the way down. Halfway lift, draw the shoulders back. Hands land, step or float back, high to low push up, your version. Hips land, fingertips wide. King Cobra curl, inhale. Exhale, roll down. Hands slide in, tuck the toes, reverse push-up position, downward facing dog. 1 more round through, big breath. Nice big breath out. Step or float forward, lift the heart up. Folding down. Sweep skyward, palms touch. Exhale, Utkatasana, sinking in. Belly drawn to spine. Last breath here. Drop right in, come to the edge of your pose, and then straighten the legs, bow forward. Halfway lift. Good. Chaturanga, Dandasana. Push forward, elbows slide past the ribs. Hips land, fingertips to the sides. King Cobra curl, rise up. Exhale, follow your breath out down. Reverse push-up position. Back to downward facing dog. Now we're going to move into a circular flow here. We're going to take the first half of the circle nice and slow, allowing the poses to land in the body. And then we're going to flow all the way back. So spread the fingers, plant the palm down, get really strong in your down dog. And then we'll begin together. Right heel lifts high, 3-legged dog. Step all the way through. First posture, crescent lunge. Arms fly up. Sinking into the legs. Now lift that back heel, charge the back leg up, ensure the right knee is tracking over the ankle. Fingertips reaching, but we're soft through the shoulder blades. So if you feel like you're crunching or sitting into the lumbar spine, move out of the lunge a little, tilt through the pelvis, lengthen, lighten up the spine, but dropping into the strength of the legs. Just 1 more. We're going to exhale, open to warrior 2. Back heel lands, arms reach open. We soften the shoulders up over the hips. Gazes over front middle finger. Again, playing with the edge in the pose. So that means to come right into the deepest version, and that edge can shift. So just as you feel you've come to a really deep variation, you may find a little more space. 1 more breath. We're going to straighten the front leg. Turn on the heel, bring the palms to touch, and then as you shift the heels in, sit down into yogi squat. So balance the weight between the legs. Stay up nice and tall through the spine, reach through the crown of the head, but soft through the arms. Slow the breath. Holding through first round. In a moment, we're going to become really fluid, really continuous as we make our way back to the top of the mat. Let's take another. Drop right in. As you inhale, straighten the legs, reach the arms overhead. We're turning to the back of the mat, warrior 2. So same postures to bring us around the first half of the circle. Widen across the chest. So allow the whole body to really feel the pose. Where am I strengthening? Where can I soften? In a second, after you've dropped into the legs one last time, crescent lunge. Square the hips and the shoulders to the back of the mat. So pop up the back heel, whoops, reach the arms overhead, drop the shoulders down. So we've made it to the back of the mat, the first half of the circle, nearly complete. One breath. Hands to the earth, left foot back, your vinyasa flow. Meeting back into downward facing dog. So now we flow right hand side, completing our circle, right heel lifts high. Stepping through. Full crescent lunge, no holding. Warrior two. Turn on the heel, palms touch overhead. Exhale, last breath here, yogi squat. Inhale, reach and rise. Turn back to the top of the mat. Opening to warrior two. Last crescent lunge here. Maybe lift the heart up, reach through the fingertips. Both hands land, footsteps back. Your vinyasa, however that looks, choose a pathway and postures that serve your energy levels and how your body feels today. So we're going to take that through left hand side. Left half circle slow. Second half circle, we flow. Let's lift left heel high. One breath. Stepping all the way through, we come into crescent lunge. Huge big opening for the psoas on the right hip. Strong through the legs. When we say huge in the breath here, just send it to every cell and fiber. Charging us up and then cooling us down. One more. We open warrior two. Wrap the muscles onto the bones and then see if you can soften the skin. Focusing over front hand here. One more. Good. Straighten left leg, turn on the heel. Fingertips touch, shift the heels in a little, drop into yogi squat. So remember, first round through, we're holding. Noticing, is the lactic acid building in the muscles? Can you feel the heat rising? Just slowing the breath down, having a go. Doing what we can. We know that this whole build up in our practice, it kind of peaks and then we come all the way down the other side. More restorative postures, beautiful grounding, opening poses on the floor. So put in the effort now. Get nice and warm. Relax and reduce any resistance. Let's rise up. Warrior two to the back of the mat. Shift the feet. So you want to organize the lower half of the body so the upper body can be really light and open. You may even notice that I move around a lot in the poses, just rolling through the joints a little, trying to find comfort within the shape. One more. Arms overhead, pick up the back heel, crescent lunge to the back of the mat. If you two also live in a really tight body, make the adjustments. Maybe in crescent you aren't reaching through the arms. Maybe there's a bend in the elbows so you've got more space around the head and the neck. You can even bend that back knee a little if it's too intense around the pelvis. Feel free to play and adjust. One more breath. Hands circle down, right foot steps back. Your vinyasa. It can look with knees down. We can take baby cobra if you like. Move back to down dog through the knees. Perfect options if you're getting tired, if you're looking after injuries. I prefer that you take lower options than lose integrity and try and do the full variations or skip out on them. Let's flow back. Left heel lifts high. Step all the way through. Crescent lunge, inhale. Warrior two, open. Turn on the heel, palms touch. Yogi squat, shift the heels in, drop all the way down. Rebound up. Warrior two, back to the top of the mat. Full crescent, turn and square. Your vinyasa, both hands land, right foot back, lower down. Inhale. Exhale all the way to the back of the mat. Sinking the heels down, walk out the legs if you need. So we're going to walk the feet up the mat a little. Walk the hands towards the feet. Bend the knees. And roll all the way up to standing. Just take a moment, let the head settle. We're going to come into a little bit of balance and use the balance as part of our hip opener. We're going to lift the left leg. Take the outer ankle to the top of the right thigh. Sitting the hips back, so we're in a standing half pigeon pose. We want to flex the feet here. Opening the knee, maybe bringing the hands back to heart center. So sit the hips back, huge big stretch for the outer hip. Balancing here on one foot, so steady the gaze out in front of you. Then we're going to alternate this with a warrior three. As we inhale, come to standing, bring the left knee with you. As we exhale, sweep everything back to warrior three, reaching the heels and the fingertips away. We inhale, sweep back up to standing, left knee lifted. Exhale. Half pigeon, drop the hips down, open through the hip. One more. Sweeping back. Inhale, rise, brace the belly. Half pigeon, hold here. Big breath. Drop the shoulders. Come back to standing. Replace left foot down. Roll out the wrists, roll out the ankles. We'll move second side. Okay, so this time take the weight in the left leg, lifting up the right knee, place the outer ankle to the top of the thigh, open through right knee, flexing through the feet. So just find your balance here in half pigeon to begin. This side's a lot tighter, my right side, so the knee's not going to open as far. You can even encourage that knee by holding the right palm to the top here, encouraging the foot to stay awake, hips to sit back, heart to lift. Let's alternate this with our warrior three. So starting, flying half pigeon. We're going to lift, it's not happening today, lifting up the right knee. Push everything back, warrior three. Float forward, bring the knee with you. Open the knee, flying half pigeon, sit the hips back. Inhale up, sweep it back. Inhale up, last one here, we hold just for a second longer. Huge breath. Good, bring right knee with you, foot lands. Release the arms, roll ankles, roll the wrist, roll the shoulders. We'll shift towards the top of the mat, huge big breath. Hands lower, folding forward. Walk forward into plank position. I'm going to drop the right knee down. Take a seat on the right long edge of the mat. So we've got the right foot to the inner thigh, left leg is long. We're going to either grab the shin, the ankle, or the toes with your left hand. Your right hand is going to manually lift and open the chest to the sky. Reach the right arm so it's straight out of the shoulder and then over towards the left foot. So it doesn't matter where that top arm lands, as long as we're not collapsing and closing through the chest. Keep reaching up and over. 3 big breaths here. Last one. We're going to bring that right hand to land behind the right hip. Push through the right knee and hand. Sweep the left arm right up over top. This has been known as flash dance pose. You're just rolling the hips, rolling the chest to the ceiling. Really soft through that top arm. Maybe even dropping the skull back, stretching into the throat. Good, and then softly bring the left arm all the way back around. Hips land, changing sides. Right leg long, left foot to inner thigh. Grab what you can. Calf, ankle, toes, left hand to the chest this time. Manually lift and turn open. Left arm straight up to the ceiling and then reaching towards that right hand side. Creating lots of space down through the waist, right around the rib cage. 3 big breaths. Good, sweep that left hand behind the hip, push through left knee, we sweep the right arm across the body. Really expressive here, turning the heart up once again. Let the head be heavy, let it drop back, lift the chin. Last big breath. We sweep right arm all the way back around. Turn the whole body to the top of the mat, both feet landing on the earth. We're going to roll down onto our back. So whether we're doing that with the support of the hands, using the strength of the core, reaching forward, just rolling down. Tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin. Just guiding each vertebrae down until your whole body lands into a supine position, arms resting down by the sides. I'm going to shift the heels in towards the bottom. And then walk the soles of the feet to touch, allowing the knees to open into Supta Baddha Konasana. Now maybe you're ready to rest here, just cool the body down. If you wanted to add on while you're resting here in Supta Baddha Konasana, I'm just going to take you through a very gentle self-massage around the face and the jaw. So take peace fingers, take them onto your temples. Just start to find really slow circles here. Just massaging out any tension around the forehead, around the eyebrows. There's heaps of pressure points, heaps of trigger points around the face and the skull. Just going to explore those now. The beauty of self-massage, you get to determine the pace and the pressure. I'm going to take peace fingers now right to the center of the forehead where the eyebrows begin. You're going to press the peace fingers up and then trace over the top of the brow line until both fingers land back into that little dip of the temple. Come back to beginning. Lift the skin. Trace the eyebrows. Landing back onto the temples. One more. Good. Peace fingers now move down onto the jaw. So those big muscles on the sides of the face that open and close the mouth. Just do that now while you circle just below the ears on the bone of the jaw. I'm definitely one that clenches my teeth when I'm stressed or frustrated. So this can feel really nice to take that tension and holding. Just dissolve that now as you press in, rotating the bottom jaw. Good. From the jaw piece, fingers travel under the ears. Just locate that nice big bone, the sides of the skull. And then we're going to trace that bone right underneath the base of the skull until the fingertips meet where the neck inserts into the skull. Press a little deeper here, circle around. Really commonplace for tension headaches and holding. So dig in a little here. Maybe retracing the base of the skull as you circle and push. Keep going if you wish. If you've had enough, just release the hands back down by your side. You can roll out through the wrists. Flex the fingers. Just bask for a moment in that afterglow of a little mini massage for yourself. And then we'll take hands to the outsides of the thighs, draw the knees together, hug them in towards the chest. Little rock right to left, or maybe exploring the outer circumference of the sacrum, circling the knees around. You can reverse the circles, maybe go in opposite directions. Good, and then allow the feet to land. You might like to take one last big full body stretch before we settle into Shavasana. Release the arms down by your sides, allow the feet to fall open. Just unlocking all the joints in the body, the ankles, the knees and hips, wrists, elbows, shoulders. Just soften everything towards the earth. See if you can soften the breath, yet still feel the breath, feel the chest. That gentle rise and fall as the breath enters and leaves the body. All the tiny muscles around the mouth, around the eyes and the forehead. Let those muscles soften and melt down. With our palms turned skyward, we offer ourselves to this moment. We begin absorbing all the benefits of every posture we've just completed. I invite you, I encourage you to stay in rest. Rejoining your day or entering a beautiful restful sleep as you feel ready. Thank you for joining me to practice. I hope to see you again soon. Namaste.